Chapter 4. The rain poured in buckets from the sky and soaked through every inch of us. Thank you, Mama cried, and her arms raised toward the sky. For the rain? I asked, shivering. For covering our tracks and our scent. Can't no dogs find us now, she said. We started out when the sun set, but with the clouds covering the sky, I couldn't find the North Star. We ran, followed alongside the road, slipping through mud and wet leaves. Every time we stopped to catch our breath, Mama rubbed her hands along the trunk of a tree. Mama, what are you doing? I asked, panting. Making sure we're headed north. The moss grows on the north sides of these here trunks. When we don't have the North Star, we're going to use these trees to lead us. I reached out and felt the spongy moss on the trunk. That way? I pointed ahead. Mama nodded and we took off running again. The rain finally slowed to a stop, but our dresses were wet and heavy as rocks. Mama stopped. You hear that? I listened close, and just when I was about to shake my head no, I heard it. A soft rippling sound. Water? I whispered. Mama nodded and we hurried our steps. This was the creek we needed to follow. I pretended I didn't feel scared in my chest. After a while, we smelled fire from a chimney, and high on a hill we saw a house with a lantern in the window. We held hands as we crossed the creek, slipping on rocks. Finally, we made it to the other side. We climbed the hill towards the house, grabbing hold of the tree roots and clumps of dirt. Mama reached the top first and pulled me up. The house sat in front of us, bigger up close. We hid in a group of trees and waited. What are we waiting for, Mama? I whispered in her ear. Mama didn't answer. More time passed, and an old white woman came out. She carried a quilt in one arm and a quilt beater in the other, and when she reached the fence, she hung the quilt over, beat it a few times, and walked back to the house. It's safe, Mama said, and started towards the house as I hurried behind. We went around back and knocked soft 3 times. Just as Mama was about to knock again, the door opened. Welcome, the old woman said, and pulled us inside.